Welcome back to our life out in the country. Today we're outside. I'm getting motivated to do something that we didn't expect to do. We almost thought we weren't going to do. I said, let's get planting a garden. I was like just sitting in the house this morning and I just thought about the seeds. We have a box full of seeds. So I pulled them out to look at them and I started digging through this big pile of seeds. We just got hundreds of seeds because one of our viewers sent us a gift of a box of seeds last year. So cool. I mean, this is a box of seeds. Anything you can think of. So I started digging through it and I said to myself, you know what? Why keep putting it off? We felt like we were already out of time. We're at the end of May. We didn't start anything yet. Look at our garden. This is our garden. It is sorely neglected. And we just thought we're working on the house. We're working on the land, different things, just trying to get so much done at once. We said we can't handle this. But today, I felt good about it and I said, why not? Let's plant a garden.
Yeah.
So we went through the seeds, we picked out the ones we want to grow, the ones that we can grow in a short season, and we're gonna get them planted today, but not in the old garden. But instead, doing the garden right here. We cleared this spot the other day and I mentioned it being a good spot to garden. And I think that's what got this whole ball rolling, was just putting that little seed in my mind. This is clear, a little lumpy, but we got a lot of open ground, good sun, not a lot of grass or weeds. So we're gonna clean it up here, smooth out the dirt. We're gonna make some small garden beds and hopefully get like a whole variety of vegetables planted today. And this is gonna be the no expectations garden.
Yeah.
Plant the seeds, let them grow. We'll probably water them and stuff.
See what happens, and if we get stuff, awesome.
We're gonna be so busy this spring, summer, and fall that we're not gonna put a lot of like money or time into the garden. I really know that gardens need a lot of time, but we're just gonna let it grow. We're gonna have no expectations, and whatever comes from it, we're gonna be excited about.
Yeah.
So that's the goal today, is make our no expectations garden, because you gotta start somewhere, and this is our starting spot. So lucky for you guys, we're gonna be using the Element today, because we need to get something special for the garden. So now that we have the plan, we have to put it into action. First step is rocks. We're gonna be lining our garden with some rocks, not our garden, our gardens. We're gonna be planting multiple small gardens, and we want rocks around them so we can see them, because the ground isn't properly prepared yet. So we're gonna make some rock gardens. We can get a variety of sizes. We don't want to load down the Element too much, but it should be okay.
Should I just chuck the rocks in? We can use any size.
Well, I don't want too small.
Are these too small?
You can put them in, but let's get more bigger ones. Look at this egg. Now we know this is more of a tractor kind of job, but we don't have a trailer yet. We want to get an old beater trailer to pull with the tractor. We have our nice trailer that we bought for the Element, but we don't really want to beat that up back here. So right now we're just leveling out these holes and pits that we made when we were pulling stumps the other day. It's mostly loose dirt, some sod that got flipped over. So we're just gonna pull it in and try to get the ground somewhat good looking. Well, I think we're done with that. We're getting a little tired. And again, this garden doesn't have to be perfect. We smoothed out the ground over here. This is looking a lot better. So now that we have it somewhat smooth, we're gonna start laying out our gardens. I'm gonna start right here because there's already a big rock in the ground. kind of cool, but what do you do with a rock when you save it?
Nothing. Stare at it.
We could bring some like natural elements into the house with rock stuff. That would be cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Our first garden is looking awesome. I know that pulling these grass and weeds out isn't going to make a big difference right now, but what we can get out, we might as well pull out. Over time, what we're going to do is plant the seeds in here, start weeding it. Gardens take time to establish. We're not tilling it. Once the seeds start, once we get sprouts started, then we can start mulching. We don't have good mulch right now, or we would put down some kind of compost, some kind of good compost or something to block the weeds and plant into that, but we don't have it. So we're going to direct sow into the ground and just take it as it comes. Right?
Yep. What should we do in this bed?
I don't know.
Gourds?
I was kind of thinking that because it could kind of take over this little hillside area.
Well, if we're both thinking it, let's do it. You know what we could do also?
Up here, let me see.
We probably don't need a huge walking path.
No, I was thinking small.
1.5 feet. Yeah, like that. Okay, watch out.
Now that we got our first bed established, we're going to work off that, leave a walk space, and start making one down here. I'm going to kind of go with the dirt spot, so I think it's going to go this way. This is going to be very natural, organic gardening where it's not straight rows, we don't got straight lines, we're just going wherever it feels good for now. You guys want to see the garden? Here it is, number 2. It's pretty good size. What do you think?
It's cute. I'm liking it.
So we're just having fun out here. We're starting our garden. It's no big deal. I know we're probably going to get a lot of criticism, a lot of feedback about how we're doing it, about weeds, this and that. But truly, it's okay. It's really okay because this is just for fun. This is our no expectations garden and it's a start. That's the thing that you got to remember. It's a starting point. If you don't start somewhere, you'll never get anywhere. So this is just living and doing it, and I think it'll be cool. I like it.
And over time, we'll add mulch to the walkways and stuff.
Yeah. Eventually, we can rearrange the rocks. That's what's really good about using rocks. At any point, we can change the shape and size of these beds. We can change the direction, make them anything we want. We're gonna eventually try to get all the grass out of here. This whole area will be garden. Boy, Ashley's doing such a good job, I don't want to interfere.
Yeah. You can do that one.
Let me get a big one in here for you. Break up some of these small ones. It's amazing how much you can get accomplished when you just put your mind to it and do it.
Yep.
It is so cool how things...
We didn't even know we were going to do this today.
No plans for this whatsoever.
It just happened.
So I think we're going to walk around the property and look for some mulch to put down after all, because I just want the soil to not dry out too much and try to suppress some weeds if we can. But before we do, we're going to show you the gardens and show you the layout and what we're going to be planting in each one. And here we're going to try some squash, 3 different varieties. We also have cucumbers, watermelons. Watermelons will probably be down here at the end. This bed is going to be carrots and peppers and some tomatillos, or tomatillos, as we like to be corrected. Up here in the top, corn and pumpkins. Yeah, gourd, squash.
Fun stuff.
A little bit of just the fun stuff. We're going to let it just vine sprawl all over here. And I would like some trellises for some of this, but we may or may not do that. So that's what we're planning here. Again, try not to give us a hard time about this. I know that this is way too close and way too small of a garden to plant all these varieties of pumpkins. They get big, they get viney, they get wild. You need space, you need to space some feet away and everything. But we're going to do it anyway. And we're going to plant them. We're going to take care of them. And we'll see what we get. And we're just going to let them all have fun and mingle together.
And just like the peppers, we're just going to plant it direct sow.
Direct sow. Is it too late for peppers? We'll see.
Doesn't matter, because we're going to just see.
Yep. It's all in good fun, and like I said, it's a start. Sometimes you got to push yourself to start, because we almost didn't do any gardening this year. We almost just gave up on the whole idea. We're behind. We don't have a spot for it, blah, blah, blah. Excuses. We're starting.
Yeah. Whether it grows or not.
Even if nothing really makes it, or if we only get a little bit of produce from this garden, at least it's a start, and then next year we have something to work from.
Yeah.
We have a start, and that's important. Oil's so soft too. This is what I need. We just found some perfect pine mulch. These are like needles. It's not pine. I don't know. Everybody says pine.
Evergreen.
Evergreen needles. And you can see how dry these are, but at the same time how good they keep the soil and how no plants are growing here. This is what we want. So we're gonna go ahead and scoop up a bunch of this stuff and hope the tree doesn't mind us borrowing some, and use this to cover the beds, and we'll just plant around it. And contrary to popular belief, like pine needles and such like this do not increase the acidity of your soil. A lot of people think that because they're acidic on the tree that you can increase the acidity of your soil with them as an amendment, and you got to be careful when putting it on your garden, but it doesn't. When it's dried out and brown like this, it loses all acidity, and it does not change the pH of your soil. So the garden number one is all filled up with the mulch. It looks so good. It's kind of a mix of mulch and soil, so that's good. At least there's no weeds, there's no seeds on top, and it should suppress some of that growth, and we should be able to grow right in this, or at least spread it open a little bit, make some little rows to plant our vegetables in. The weather took like a very sudden turn. Look at us, we got coats on. It's gray skies. It was hot, sunny, and beautiful. We went in for lunch.
And now it's cold.
And it's just like abrupt, like it feels like a different day. But we're gonna keep working. What we're gonna do is load up the wagon. We're gonna get more mulch, yeah. And do the other two beds. When we're done, we'll come back and show you.
We're done. We got them all mulched up.
These look really cool.
Yeah.
There's our 3 beans garden. Because it looks like beans.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? That's not bad for a whim, spur of the moment gardening. We got our 3 really cool, natural, right here. We could fit another one right in here. That'd be cool. We're just gonna go natural. Wherever the ground takes us, wherever the land flows. We got all kinds of leaf litter, needles, pine needles, fir needles, and dirt, sand, everything in here. It looks so good. Well guys, it's all done. We got all of our plants planted. We decided to skip a couple plants that we just thought, why are we growing these? But we got most of them planted. Way too close together, but we're hoping they're gonna work, and we're excited to see. Now we gotta find a way to water it. We have jugs that we use to fill the horse waters. We need a hose.
And we don't have a watering can.
Yeah, we need a hose or a watering can or something. We'll have to pick that up soon. But look at it. We're gardening. We have so many things that we want to do, so many things on our mind. We got to get a mower, and we got to get a brush hog, and we got to get a post hole digger.
And we have to build a coop.
Chicken coop. coming soon.
We
And
have to start working on Belle's room.
yeah, just job on top of job on top of job. And but this is fun to take a day, hang out together and just do that
Yep.
and see what comes of it. But hopefully we can pull it all together. We'll try to squeeze a hose in the budget or something so we can keep it watered, and it should be good. So I think that's all we have today. We just wanted to share our gardening experience. It's really awesome. This is
Yeah.
exciting. We're almost at the end of May. I think our last frost day is like the end of May.
Yeah.
So we're a little ahead of that, but I feel okay with it because first of all, there's just seeds in the ground, and
It doesn't look like the nights are gonna get that cold coming up.
I think I have a tick on me. Hold on.
Where?
I heard ticks like nickels. Thank you, Jefferson. Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was I saying? I hope you guys enjoyed our video and our gardens. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye. Yeah. Boop.